or welcome back to my channel. It's Cerise here, and I got told for all of my eyeshadow looks that I should go against a plain wall. So this is my wardrobe. You can see my light switch here. That did nothing. But anyway, today I'm doing a eye look using the Trading Mekka Maliboo Pressed Pigment Palette. So I got sent this and a bunch of other stuff. I will link that haul video down below. But today I am reviewing the Maliboo Trading Mekka palette, and it is stunning. I haven't swatched this or anything yet, but if you look at it, it's just so pretty. I love the glitter texture on it. It's just so incredibly pretty. So this retails for $15 US. Woo. And it is vegan and cruelty free. So it comes in the slip cover. So that's pull her off there, and then let's open her up. Ta-da! So it comes with a mirror on the inside, which I think is really cool, and then this, oh god, the slip cover I'll put up there, and then these are the 9 shades here, so you can actually pull the shades out. It doesn't have shade names on the bottom, but you can pull the shades out, and it is a magnetic Z palette underneath, so they're not falling out or anything, so that's really cool. So if you got any of the other palettes and mix them up, you could literally just take it out and be like, I want all nudes in here or something. So I think that's a really cool approach, that you can literally mix and match it if you had all the different kinds. So I think that's really cool. So I really love this array of colors. That's why I'm doing a review on this one, because I think it's such a cute array of colors. This is pretty gold, these colors here. So without further ado, I think I should swatch them on my arm. See here, so let's get this blackish shade. It kind of looks like it's got glitter in it if you look really closely. You see the glitter shifts in that? So let's give her a swatch here. And it's not too bad in pigment, it's pretty pigmented, so I'm not mad at that. And then let's move on to this darker kind of, it's kind of like a terracotta kind of shade. And let's swatch that one. So far it's pretty pigmented, so I'm not that mad at that. It's actually quite amazing. This purple is like a purple, like a frosted purple. It's kind of like purple berries. It's a very pretty color. And then we'll move on to this brown, which I can see myself using a lot. It's very much up my alley. I feel like I didn't swatch that one properly. Here we go. You gotta remember with arm swatches as well that they look very different to head swatches, face swatches, because there's natural oils in your, what am I saying? Natural oils in your skin. So that's why some of them don't show up very good, but they could show up really good on the eyes. So that is that yellow one there. And then we have this plain brown color, which is a really nice transition color. It looks really good. Then I've got this yellow, which I'm kind of yeah, it looks a bit chalky. It's not really coming up on the arm. This gold though looks like it would be amazing. Yes. See, look at that gold. That is so good. And then let's get this bronzy kind of shimmer here. So that is all the colors there. For the swatches, I'm not actually, I'm pretty impressed. It's a very nice kind of neutral array of colors. This chalky yellow, it doesn't really fit in with the palette either. All of them are kind of warm tones, and there's this weird yellow color. So if there's 1 out of 9 that doesn't work, then that is fine with me. But as for arm swatches, I'm pretty impressed. It's not that bad. They're not chalky or anything. The only shade that was chalky was this yellow shade here. So I mean, you could always just, because I personally don't like the shade, I won't use this, just take it out and replace it with another shade. Even if you've got another shade from another pan, you could just put it in, because it is a Z palette behind, so any magnetic pans, it will stick. So that is the swatches there. I can't wait for the eye look. I'm yes. So it's cool. It comes with the mirror. It has the 9 shades. As you can see by swatches, we don't like this yellow shade, but all these other shades I think are phenomenal, could work really nicely with a neutral based look. There is this kind of pizzazzy purple, but if you take it out, it's a pretty neutral palette. So if anything, with this palette, the only things I would change would be take out that yellow and the purple, because it's not really my thing. See, I think they look amazing, but that is only to look at, because I'm are you gonna look it on the eyes? We gotta see. So I'm gonna bring you out a bit closer. Excuse my massive freaking pimple here. I'm gonna bring you a bit closer, and as long as I don't, Jesus. I'm gonna bring you a bit closer, and we're gonna start with a righty. So I'm going to start with a transition shade. Now, because these don't have shade names, I'm just going to have to point. So I'm going to start with this shade here, because I think that's a really pretty shade. So I'm going to use this and just give it a few dips. So there's literally a few dips. I'll do a few more and you can see how much pigment is going on there. Amazing. Alright, let's go. Okay, so how is it faring up on my eyelids? I'm not using any primers or anything. And I'd say it's not actually that bad. It's just like a normal kind of eyeshadow. If this palette is amazing on the eyes, it would be pretty good for only 15 US dollars. Like I feel like it's a pretty cheap price point. Kind of reminds me of the Kylie palette as well. Just with a bit more bling because it's like so... Just with a bit more bling because it's so glittery. Alright, so that is our like transition shade down. And so I'm actually really stoked with that. It's just a nice kind of pale shade. Looking at the shade in there, you'd think it would be way more darker, but I figure with a few more layers you could actually darken it up. So I'm really glad that it's not over insanely hard out on the eyes. It's just a really nice transition shade. Alright, now I'm going to grab for my lids, I think I'm going to grab this shade here and give that a wee go. I literally pressed it twice and look how much is on there. I'm kind of like, I'm really afraid. Okay, so the pigment wasn't really on that one. Let's give it another few dips and I won't tap the excess off. Okay, that's a bit better with pigment wise. So on the eye on brushes, you're going to need a few layers of it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just honest. Because, yeah, if you just kind of dip in lightly, this is when you're going to have to dip in very heavily to get a colour payoff, which is a shame because, oh no, in that it does look like it's pretty coloured, but I guess under all my lighting and in my little mirror it doesn't look that bright, but I'm just kind of packing it on. And you gotta note this isn't with primer, so with primer it is probably way more vibrant. Done. Alrighty, so for under my eye, I'm going to be going in with this darker shade here. I told you guys I would love this shade, so I am going to be using that. And that is under my eyes done. And then I think I want to go on with this bronzy shade here. Because I feel like the bronze and matte color would look, I feel like the bronze and this color would look really good together, and then the gold and this color would look real good together. So I kind of want to use this color, but then I kind of want to use the gold too. I think I'm going to go with the bronzy color. I'm just going to put that on the middle of my eyelid for some shimmer shimmer. I think because the colours are so similar, you're only seeing the shifts in the light. It's not coming up really hard out just because the colours are insanely similar. I think there's not that much fallout on the eyes either, which I really like. There's like a little tiny teeny bit, if you can see like under here. There's a tiny bit, but it's not actually that bad. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this little tiny brush again and I'm just going to put some of that darker shades on the edges to kind of just smoke something out here. Just put it into this kind of crease line. In there. Yeah, that's better. Sweet. And then what I want to try is I just want to get a bit of that gold and I just want to put it like in the middle corner of my eye. Just because I wanted to use this gold so bad. Yes. So there it is there. So I think that that's actually kind of really pretty. I'm not super obsessed with this palette, but I do like the colours. I just have to work a little bit harder with it. But I don't think it's that bad. I think I'm just going to get that transition-y shade again and just kind of make this more defined. Just go in a bit more because I think I went in a bit too lightly with it. So yeah, that's way better. And then I'm just gonna get off the excess on my face. Alrighty, now I'm just going to put on mascara and eyeliner and I'll be right back. So that is it on with mascara and eyeliner. And it's so pretty, I love it, I love it. Alrighty, so I've also paired the lipstick is Trading Mekka's Leaf as well, which I am obsessed with. It smells so freaking good, but this review is not about Trading Mekka's Leaf. This is about the Trading Mekka Maliboo palette. So what do I think of the palette? Personally, I do like it. I do like it. The colors work. You could make any kind of combos. I used this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade, and this shade. So I literally, actually no, I used this shade, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 shades out of the 9, and I did say I probably wouldn't use the purple or the yellow. So I was right about that. But personally, for $15 US, I think that this is a bloody bargain. I'm not just saying that because Trading Mekka sent this to me, by the way. They did send this to me, disclaimer. They're not paying me for this. They want me to do an honest review, and honestly, it is a hard palette to work with without primer. So without primer, it is harder to get the color payoff, but I got there in the end. Like, look at it. I only had to dip in probably a few more extra times compared to other palettes, which is not that much of an inconvenience. You've just got to rub a bit harder. There's many other palettes that do that, like the Shaniexo BH Cosmetics palette. There is the Balm palettes. All of those palettes you've got to dip in a few more times. Even like the Thirsty palette you've got to dip in a few more times, which is a Jeffree Star one. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just my views on it. So I would definitely, like, I would purchase this. I would recommend this. I would buy this for someone. It's a very cute palette. The palette itself just looks really pretty. It's vegan and cruelty free. It's cheap, and you know it's coming from a good place. Plus it's very beautiful, and you guys can see it looks freaking amazing. So I am really stoked with this. Thank you, Trading Mekka, for sending this to me. I actually really love it. I love the fact that it's a Z palette and you could just like literally take out this. I'm like, I don't want to drop it. Then take out this, put that up there, put that down there, and then just change the whole way it looks. Like, I think that that's so cool that you could literally put your own palettes in here. So even if you, not your own palettes, your own shadows. Like if you didn't like the shadows that are in here, you could switch it out and then just take it for traveling and just fit 9 of your favorite shadows, or half of these from other ones. Or if you had other Trading Mekka palettes that you can pull the pans out, swap them up, do that. So yeah, that was my honest opinion of the Trading Mekka Maliboo palette, and I do like it. It's a winner from me. Thank you guys for clapping. It is a winner from me. So if you guys want to pick this up, you can go to the Trading Mekka website and pick it up for 15 bucks US. So it's pretty cheap. But anyway, this video is probably so long, so I better go now, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe where the subscribe box is, and until next time, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!